Welcome to this highly detailed educational study focused entirely on the magnificent Changeable Hawk Eagle, an exceptionally powerful avian apex predator of the modern world. Throughout this uninterrupted 8-minute and 30-second narration profile, we will explore its extensive geographical distribution, natural habitat, demands, unique behaviors, and traditional falconry. The Changeable Hawk Eagle, known to modern science as Nisaetus cirrhatus, earns its descriptive common name from its incredibly diverse polymorphic plumage color variations globally. Individual birds of this single raptor species can exhibit completely dark melanistic phases near black or display highly contrasting pale morphs with distinct streaking. This high structural variance within their feather patterns frequently challenges birdwatchers and field researchers, making correct identification a true testament to expert observation skills. To fully comprehend this bird, we must first map its native stronghold, which resides deep within the tropical territories of southern and southeastern Asia today. Here across India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Thailand, and the Philippine archipelago, the eagle thrives because of the dense biodiversity and ideal climate patterns found there. Within these specific native Asian environments, local avian biologists categorize separate distinct regional subspecies based on the presence or total absence of head crests. While millions recognize this raptor as an integral part of Asian ecosystems, its modern relationship with other continents like Europe presents a very different dynamic. In Europe, the Changeable Hawk Eagle does not exist in any wild capacity due to the temperate climate patterns and vastly different native forest structures. Instead, its European presence is entirely restricted to specialized captive breeding centers, elite zoological exhibitions, and highly restricted private master falconry collections across nations. European avian caretakers must meticulously replicate the exact warmth and high humidity levels of tropical Asia, utilizing sophisticated climate-controlled indoor housing systems daily. Furthermore, strict European Union environmental laws and international wildlife agreements like CITES heavily monitor all ownership to completely prevent illegal exotic animal trafficking networks. Consequently, observing one of these magnificent Asian predators flying across European skies is a rare privilege reserved for specialized educational demonstrations and regulated exhibitions. Shifting our global perspective across the Atlantic Ocean to America, we find a highly parallel situation regarding the wild distribution of this impressive forest raptor. The American continents possess their own legendary heavy birds of prey, such as the harpy eagle, golden eagle, and the common adaptable red-tailed hawk. Because of this native ecological baseline, the Changeable Hawk Eagle is completely absent from any wild North or South American wilderness or woodland matrix. However, prestigious American universities, research institutions, and conservation sanctuaries maintain a select captive population of these eagles for ongoing comparative evolutionary studies always. American raptor biologists examine these unique captive specimens to better understand convergent evolution patterns, comparing them directly to indigenous American jungle-dwelling eagle species. To ensure absolute animal welfare, any facility housing this species in America must secure strict federal permits from the Fish and Wildlife Service regularly. Through these highly regulated educational displays in Western nations, the public learns about global habitat loss and urgent conservation initiatives required within Asian rainforests. To truly understand how this eagle operates in its natural state, we must analyze its highly specific primary and secondary forest habitat preferences carefully now. Unlike open plains raptors that require vast unobstructed vistas to locate food, this hawk eagle is meticulously designed by nature for complex forest interior living. They demonstrate a strong preference for primary tropical rainforests, dense deciduous woodlands, coastal mangrove swamps, and even commercial timber plantations near human settlements. The single most critical requirement for their habitat is the continuous presence of tall, mature canopy trees, providing clear vantage points and nesting security. Their unique physical anatomy, featuring relatively short, broad, rounded wings and an extended balancing tail, grants them unmatched flight maneuverability inside dense tree branches. This specific design allows the eagle to accelerate instantly from a stationary position, navigating tight spaces in the foliage without striking dangerous obstacles around. When considering what these magnificent birds like to do during a typical day, their life revolves around territorial defense, resting, and highly tactical hunting. They are mostly sedentary birds, meaning they passionately guard a fixed territory throughout the year instead of undertaking exhausting long-distance seasonal migrations overseas. A massive percentage of their day is spent perched perfectly still on a concealed high branch, watching the environment below with intense visual focus. They are quintessential ambush predators, preferring to remain hidden and wait for opportunities rather than spending precious energy soaring in open sky spaces endlessly. When a targeted prey animal exposes itself, the eagle executes a silent, rapid downward dive through the canopy, capturing its victim with lethal mechanical force. Their diet is incredibly diverse, reflecting an opportunistic carnivore lifestyle that targets small mammals like forest squirrels, rats, rabbits, and sometimes tree-dwelling monkeys. They are equally skilled at catching birds, including wild jungle fowl, pigeons, doves, and large pheasants, moving through the dense ground brush of their home territory. Reptiles form another critical food pillar, as these eagles regularly overpower large monitor lizards, tree geckos, and both venomous and non-venomous snake species. Once the target is trapped within their formidable crushing talons, they retreat immediately to an elevated branch to consume their meal safe from ground scavengers. Training a changeable hawk eagle is an incredibly complex art that demands infinite patience, decades of practical falconry experience, and deep cognitive raptor understanding. Because this specific species possesses a naturally high-strung, aggressive, and reactive temperament, training must always prioritize positive reinforcement and absolute behavioral consistency. The foundational objective of all training is establishing an unbreakable bond of trust, ensuring the eagle views the human handler as a source of safety. The long process begins with manning, which involves slowly desensitizing the eagle to human sights, sounds, movements, and daily management activities without causing stress. This crucial step requires the falconer to sit quietly for hours with the bird, utilizing specialized gear like thick leather gloves, jesses, and leashes. The next core phase involves precise daily weight management, because a raptor baseline motivation to cooperate is tied directly to its metabolic hunger drive. The trainer monitors the eagle daily using precise electronic digital scales, discovering the exact weight where the bird remains healthy yet highly responsive to food. Food rewards are never withheld as a punishment mechanism. Instead, every piece of quality meat offered on the glove reinforces a profound positive association always. Slowly, the bird advances from stepping onto the glove to hopping short distances and eventually flying directly across a room to secure its daily nourishment. Once indoor responsiveness is completely perfected, the falconer moves the hawk eagle outside, transitioning to training with a long safety line called a creance. The creance line prevents the eagle from escaping into high forest canopies before its recall response is fully established under real-world outdoor environmental conditions. Advanced training also introduces an aerodynamic lure object swung in patterns to simulate active prey, building the eagle essential cardiovascular fitness and flight stamina. The ultimate goal is free flight, where all lines are removed, allowing the changeable hawk eagle to soar untethered and return purely out of trust. In conclusion, whether managed carefully in America, Europe, or Asia, this species remains an extraordinary symbol of forest evolutionary adaptation and majestic predatory power. We hope this educational journey has significantly deepened your lifelong appreciation for the magnificent changeable hawk eagle and the delicate ecosystems it protects today.